A lot of people putting up kettlebell videos on the internet these days, and kettlebells are a phenomenal tool, especially with the restrictions we all just had to go through with the lockdowns and the coronavirus. Anybody who had the benefit of having a kettlebell in their repertoire at home, basically you realize you're in a situation where you were able to recreate almost 90% of the exercises, weight training, cardiovascular, and mobility that you would need to go to a fully outfitted facility to do, right? It's a phenomenal tool, and I think everybody should know how to use kettlebells because there's the movement aspect, the mobility aspect behind it, all kinds of crazy shit, right? But with the traditional kettlebell clean and press, it's taught in a way that leaves a lot of people susceptible to getting lower back injuries, and it's not necessarily the best thing for your body. Let me explain why, all right? So the human body is designed to move in rotational motion patterns, right? Forward momentum is created through rotational patterns, all right? That's a whole other different topic and a whole other different video. Go back to some of the videos we put up on YouTube and our Instagram pages to see the topics. We talk about how forward motion is created through rotational motions, right? But our body's designed to move through rotational movement patterns. However, we've been trained over the years to do exercises in a very linear, very straight ahead motion, which doesn't necessarily allow us to move in the right way that our body's designed to move, right? Case in point, we start getting all kinds of different injuries. I wrote 2 different books on kettlebells, the Kettlebell Notebook 1.0 and the Kettlebell Notebook 2.0, both of which are over 200-page documents that you can get on my website, jasonfitness.com, where one of those books talks about all the it's basically how to do each and every single exercise A to Z, with pictures and tutorials of A to Z, how to do the exercise, and I think there's like 50-something different exercises, 30 different movement combinations, like 20 or 30 different workouts you can do. It's a whole list of shit. It's like the Encyclopedia Britannica for kettlebell. So if you're looking to learn what you can do with the kettlebell, that's the book you want to get. The second version, the Kettlebell Notebook 2.0, was actually 3 different 6-week programs, beginner, intermediate, advanced, that would give you an entire full body workout that you can do in the comfort of your home or wherever, like lockdown, with nothing more than 2 kettlebells, a mat, and your A game, all right? So the second book was kind of like, how do you use this tool in a program to get you to where you want to be? So one was the actual exercise, and the second one was the program. So what am I trying to say? I got a lot of time playing with these fucking things, and I got a lot of experience, right? Now, a lot of what I'm about to say is going to go completely against everything else heard about kettlebells, which is totally cool. If you don't agree with something that I say, you can either just scroll past my video and not pay attention, or you can reach out to me and ask me why I'm saying what I'm saying, and we'd love to have a conversation with you about it, right? But traditional clean and press, right? The traditional clean and press, right? And it's taught 2 different ways, all right? The way you properly do a clean and press, you go from the hang position, right? You don't go down to the ground, right? But from between the legs, you clean the bell up to the body, and you press it above the head, right? Traditional way to do it. Now, the way that I see it taught a lot in fitness is because people don't know how to utilize their legs a lot the right way. We'll typically have people start from the ground, pick it up, because it teaches them how to activate their legs the right way. So a lot of times when people doing kettlebells, we have you start from the ground. Either one is right, unless you're gonna be going into a kettlebell competition where you can't touch the ground, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. If you're trying to lose 20 pounds and you're touching the bell to the ground instead of letting it swing, it's not gonna make any fucking difference, all right? However is this. So, when I do a typical kettlebell clean and press, right? Look at the relation of like my shoulders to my hips to my feet, right? It's a very straight ahead motion. So, I have this weight right here. I'm taking the bell, right? And all this weight is going center in my body, right? I'm trying to stay even, I'm trying to stay balanced. So what happens is, if you look at me from behind, all that weight transfers in the middle of my lower back. And it's very grindy for the lower back. You're out of alignment, all right? Now, what happens is you're getting thrown off alignment, you're moving out of position a lot, and you start getting all these grindy, weird positions on your lower back. And typically what will happen is most people are very front chain dominant, meaning all their exercises, they're bracing to the front side of the body, they're not keeping their shoulder blades tight. So it puts you in this position where you're using your hip flex to do the motion, which brings you inside of here, expose the lower back, and then you hurt your lower back, right? So what we do is we teach the spiral clean and press. What the spiral clean and press does is it puts you in a position where you're able to coil and engage your sublateral subsystem. Your sublateral subsystem is a set of muscles that wraps around the body, usually along the sides, that helps stabilize you during movement and different kind of motion patterns, right? So, with the spiral clean and press, I'm gonna show you a couple videos, a couple reps real quick, right? I'm gonna start with the kettlebell. I'm gonna stagger my body. I'm gonna start head over foot. Head over foot alignment is super crucial for any kind of movement-based exercise or weight training exercise you wanna do. I'm gonna bring the weight to the other side of my body and I'm gonna push it across, right? I'm gonna do a couple reps real quick. And what I'm doing, especially somebody like myself, who's got a horrible lower back from years of doing shit the wrong way, that's the way we were taught to do it. What it does is at any given point, I'm keeping the weight loaded over my hip because my hip involves my glutes, my ass, right? Which is like one of the strongest muscles in your body. So right over here, my head's over my foot, my lat and my obliques are engaged, I'm strong and I'm coiled. It's a straight connection of muscle along this side of the body. Look at my lower back real quick, right? Where's my lower back? My lower back's not even involved in the fucking process. I'm all lat, oblique, and hip. There's muscle supporting everything. Now I'm gonna come down to the other side. My head's over my other foot, right? I'm bouncing up and down. Where's all that force going out? It's going out of my glute, right? This lat, this oblique are engaged. If I was sitting here in the middle, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna turn back to the front. If I'm trying to stay even, naturally, look at my knees. My knees are gonna start collapsing in. That's hip flexor, that's inner thigh. That's all lower back tension starting to happen because everything's gonna start getting tighter here. But if I'm shifting to the side, everything's good. There's no lower back pain. And then from the right side, I shift back down to the left, clean and press, and I'm down. Clean and press, and I'm down. Now, with your sublateral subsystem, the coiling, the spiraling side to side, you get this bow and arrow effect, right? The bow and arrow method, I got it from a guy named, the fuck's his name? Alex Canale. Sorry, Alex, I've had a fucking brain fart, it's hot out today. But he's the creator of the landmine training system, right? And what it talks about is you have this long side and this short side, right? That we're getting this bow and arrow effect that when I'm pushing on one side, I'm pulling on the other, right? So what happens is this, I got my kettlebell. Look at my shoulders. My coiled side, where my lat and my obliques are engaged, that shoulder is low. This shoulder is high, right? As I go to pull back on this shoulder, it pulls this bell down, right? I pull into the pocket, and now my left shoulder's high. So I went from the left shoulder, right? I'm here. Left shoulder high. Now look what happens when I go to press the bell over my head. My left shoulder whips down, and I engage. As I shift my weight, I pull down with that left arm. That's gonna pull down on my left shoulder, and that's gonna let my core muscles, right, everything along my torso, help to shift and throw that bell up versus just a straight shoulder press, like people want to typically have you do. So, spiral clean and press, right? I catch it to my shoulder, I pull down with the free arm, right? Look at all that motion. My arm's up, I pull it down, and I shift. I'm here and I'm there. The faster I pull down with this left arm, the faster the bell goes over up. I'm using my shoulder, but it's not the main muscle going. Now look at my legs. I shift side to side, back and forth. I shift my weight to the one foot, my back foot's high. As I shift my weight, I spiral my hips, I drop my weight down, shift to the other one. Let's say I want to do a walking-based pattern, right? We're gonna take the spiral clean and press. Now we're gonna put forward locomotion behind it. So I'm here, clean, press, I'm back, I'm down. Clean, press, I'm back, and I'm down. What am I doing right here? It's locomotion. I'm moving forward. I got progression. I'm driving off my back leg as I'm moving. So by doing the spiral clean and press, you're putting yourself in a position where you're able to use better muscles, bigger muscles of your body to lift that weight. The glutes, outer quad, outer hamstring, the lats and the obliques, the shoulder blades, as I come down and I squeeze, I'm keeping myself post-chain dominant, meaning I'm working from the back side of my body versus the front side of my body. Because whenever you can be post-chain dominant, you're gonna notice you're gonna be stronger, you're gonna be faster. Muscles are gonna develop easier, and you're gonna be injured a lot less, far less. Where if you're front chain dominant, you start getting the hip flexor pain, you start getting the lower back pain, you start getting the tight IT bands, the neck pain, and eventually the exercises you love doing that got you to originally start the gym, you notice more and more you can't do those same exercises because you're just in so much pain because your body's going through so much stress of doing it the wrong way. So that is a spiral clean and press. I use that with all my clients. That anybody who's got any kind of lower back pain, this is our go-to exercise because it teaches them how to use their muscles in a way that's in better alignment with the way their body's designed to move. Are you gonna win any kettlebell competitions with that? No, you're not. Jay, that's not the way you traditionally do kettlebells. Motherfucker, are you joining a kettlebell competition? Like, are you going to compete in kettlebells, or are you going for some kind of piece of paper or a title that says you're the kettlebell king? If the answer to that question is no, I'd have to ask you this. What are you more concerned with? Doing shit the traditional way? We're doing things in a way that's gonna get you to your goals faster and keep you off the fucking injury list. And if the answer to that question is number 2, I would definitely give this a try if you want. Now, if you have any questions about this exercise, or like I said, if you're just not getting it, do me a favor, reach out to either myself or one of my coaches through either our website or email, drop us a DM, leave a comment in the comment box. There's a little bit of a technical side to this exercise that you either get or you don't. And 9 out of 10 times, if you just feel like you're not getting the exercise, what you'll do is we'll hook you up with one of our coaches. We'll have you send us like a 60 or 90-second video, and we'll help point out to you where you're doing it wrong. So, guys, hopefully that worked out for you. I'm gonna put up a couple more clips of me doing the exercise with a couple heavier weights so you can really see the weight transfer. But if you have any questions of this, like I said, drop us a DM. Hopefully that helped you out, and stay tuned for more videos like this to help you guys out. So, drink water, stay motivated.